Hi, in this short screencast I will show you the tooling that already exists around Wildfly Swarm. So let's start here in jboss tools in an empty workspace and let's create an empty Java EE project. So I use Forge for that. I create a new project. I call it my cool demo for instance, and I give it the stack Java EE7 and I click on finish, so it will create for me an empty Java EE7 project. And the first thing I want to do is to add the swarm nature to this project. I want to swarmify it. So here again I open the Forge commands list and I look for a swarm, and here I have swarm setup. So I choose that. I have some options like setting port or port offset. We can keep the defaults here. And I just click finish, and my project has been swarmified. So the really first thing that we can notice here in the server view is that my swarm project has been detected and added to the list, and that means that I just can select this and run it, and it will run my swarm project. The other thing, of course, is the POM file that has been updated to support swarm. And since we added the Java EE7 stack, it has retrieved also all the fractions that we need to run a EE7 swarm project, like transaction, EGB, stuff like that. And of course, it has also added the swarm plugin. So before we run it, let's add a REST endpoint, so we have some visual confirmation that our project is running. So I go back here, and what I want to do now is to add a REST endpoint. So I go to new endpoint, I click next, and let's make an hello endpoint, and it will generate a really simple endpoint with just one get method here, and it will return some text. We can change it here, make it hello demo. Okay, we save that, and now we are ready to run our swarm project. So I just click the run button here, and it will package my swarm jar, and it will run it. That takes a few seconds, as you can see here and here. Okay, it has been deployed, and if I go in a web browser, let's open a web browser here, and let's go to my local host, and here we go, rest hello, and we got the hello demo. So as you see, it's really simple to start from scratch a new project, swarmify it, run it. The other features that we have is, for instance, if you need to add a fraction manually, let's say it so. For instance, I want to add keycloak support, so I need the keycloak fraction. I just go back to my project here, and if I check in swarm, I get the add fraction command. And here I will have a list of all the existing fractions. And if I check for keycloak, for instance, where is my keycloak? It should be somewhere here. Keycloak here, here it is. I click it. I click on finish, and if we go back to our POM file, we will see that keycloak has been added. And even during my development time, each time that I use Forge, for instance, to add the GPA layer, the swarm add-on will listen to that and add the corresponding fraction. I can show you that. For instance, if I set up my GPA layer, I keep the defaults here and I click finish. Well, as you can see, my GPA layer has been added, and if I go back to my POM file, you can see that the GPA fraction has been added. And that's it. Thank you very much.